Howdy guys, Nintendo Capri Sun here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV. We are heading into the sealed cave to see what we can see. Insert the key to break the seal. The way to the Crystal of Darkness will open. I don't have the key! Oh my god! I'm so unprepared! I'm so stupid. I gotta go get that key. Alright, I just held back that burp just now. By the way, if I sound a little weird, it's because I've been sounding weird a lot lately because I've been sick, and I still am. It's really bad today. I think today is like I think yesterday was probably the crux of it, or the apex. Because today it doesn't seem nearly as bad. But oh, we've been waiting for you, Miss O'Neill. So to get the crystals back, to tell the truth, we suck. Is that so? In order to get the last crystal, Golbez has to break the seal on the cave to the southwest, and it's only a matter of time before he succeeds. I want you to get the crystal first. Luca? What is it, Father? Bring your necklace here. My mother's? I hid the key on the necklace, not only for safety, but as a constant reminder. As I treasure your mother, Luca, I treasure the future of the world. I don't treasure you, just, whatever. And again, even the little girls have these black eyes and black faces like Vivi. It's just creepy, man. Something about it. Now, those of you who played Final Fantasy IV after years know that Luca is actually a playable character in that. She hooks up, or joins up, with Rydia in her story, which I've only seen a little bit of, but I was actually surprised how well they managed to work her into the story, just how true they were to the game in general. Just with regard to all kinds of small details like that. Okay, by the way, back to why I sound weird. If I sound like why I'm inflecting words weird, it's because I don't have my bottom teeth in right now. Those of you who don't know, I do wear dentures. It's gonna freak people out, It's like, oh my gosh. But, yeah. And I have, a really bad sore on the bottom of my mouth. Not that you wanted to know that. But I'm keeping my bottom teeth out so it can heal better and get more oxygen and stuff like that. So it changes the way I talk a lot more when I have the top ones out, because then I sound a little like this, my teeth is out here talking this shit, and it's just like, ugh. And here we go with the back attacks again. I'll stick around for this one, since it's only 4 of them after all. Blood suck, blood break. Stop sucking Rydia. She's mine, not yours. Well, don't suck me. That's no better. I'd rather you suck her than me, good lord. If you're gonna be that way about it. Anyway, I'm not sure what these guys are weak against, but I'm pretty sure it's fire. We're gonna try that anyway. Oh, and at the end of the last video, I forgot to save my state, so I had to do the Sylph Cave over again. So, I might be a few levels higher than I was then, but I also went off and sold some stuff that I didn't need. Some old equipment that got replaced, and that kind of thing. But I kept some things. I'm still hanging onto my brake blade just on the off chance I might find some use for it later. Or if there happen to be monsters close to the end of the game that are weak to stone, it might be useful on them, I don't know. But, yeah, so... what else was I gonna say? Shoot, I don't remember now. Jeez, from the back row, Cecil's still doing 1800 damage. Good old Berserk. If I didn't mention it, Berserk actually also increases your damage output by 150%. Now, there are doors in this cave. You'll see several of these that are actually traps. And you'll have to fight the door to actually get in. And this is a world of fun. Targeting. And this is how these guys work, pretty much. They'll target someone, and then hit them with an instant death attack, just like so. This will happen every single time you fight one of these, so you might as well get used to it. But if you can beat him fast enough, you can just, have it be done. And look at the 7,500 experience. I mean, holy crap. These things are totally worth it. But you'll have to constantly be going into your sub-screen and bringing back the person who got annihilated, and then maybe curing them up. Maybe not too much, because they might just get hit again, so it's not really worth it, But there are other monsters in here to worry about, which is why you probably do want to stay healed up. I was just saying, maybe you might not want to heal up all the way, because what if they just got killed again, then you wasted all that magic for nothing. So I guess it's just a matter of Okay, we don't need that, do we? Huh. So, let's see what's in the other chest. An ether. An ether. Give me an ether. Shut up, bitch! Oh, that's an old... That's not even a meme, I don't know what that is. It's just an old thing I used to say. And hopefully Alright Gin Blossoms turns into another one of those. And it's like, alright Gin Blossoms! Jeez, here comes another one. If you don't beat these guys fast enough, they turn into a different monster, usually a chimera or chimera of some sort. Well, this should be interesting. Kane's gonna be in the air. What's gonna happen with Dimension 9? Is it gonna backfire? Or is he gonna target someone else? Oh, he targeted someone else, that dummy! You can't do that. You can't triple stamp a double stamp Lloyd. Is he gonna transform or what? Oh no! Yeah, he's gonna transform into the Chimera Head. This was a leaning forward thing, boy, I tell ya. Probably have to go with Bio on this, because elements are gonna be no good. You can see he's not exactly conservative about his damage. He's very liberal with it, yes. Whatever that means. I don't know, I kind of consider myself to be more of a conservative as far as how I live my own life, but when it comes to following rules and stuff, I tend to be more like, you know, just do what you want and say the hell with the consequences. And that's pretty much what it means to, you know, live your life like there's no tomorrow. Unfortunately, you know, if you want to stay in shape and all that crap, you can't exactly do that, you know, it's like live like there's no tomorrow is bullshit. So you better hope there's a tomorrow if you want any of this to pay off. High potion, we didn't need that. There's another door over here, that's very strange. Maybe both of these are dead ends. And I don't know, it feels really weird talking with no bottom teeth. I can do it just fine, but I tell ya, oh, he's gonna do it again. This time, instead of defending with Rydia, I'll just cast a spell. Dude, you stupid. Don't changing your target. Rydia actually learned Ice 3 while I was grinding, so that... Oh, hey, a Cecil for the win, hell yeah. Doing 2,000 damage with a regular attack. That's Berserk for you, though, because that would normally only be 1,300 if it was just a regular old equipped sword or whatever. And that actually worked out well, because you notice how I didn't cure Edge all the way up last time? Alright. Well, eventually I'm just gonna have to stop showing these, but they're fun. And I kind of feel like, you know, this is what this cave is like, that's what it's like going through it. So I kind of want to make the LP feel like the game feels, so that's, you know, good. I finally got around to actually watching that Game Station thing that Miyamoto's Angels that I mentioned in the last video, or actually the video before last now. But, yeah, because I said I had watched it, and when I linked to it, but actually I hadn't seen, like, the full thing yet. And I finally watched it, like, just a few minutes ago, and it was actually really funny. I was like, holy crap, what is this? It was kind of scary in a way. In a good way. Alright, who needs bringing back here? Because it's like one of those interactive things where at the end of the video you choose which way to go. And it takes you to, like, unlisted videos to continue the story. It's really funny. I hope they do more of it. Because that would be... It would be so cool to, like, be an actor in one of those someday. Because maybe I should just move to LA or something. Okay, for this right here, I think we're just gonna... Well, Cecil's gonna attack anyway, so we can't really do much about that. But I'm thinking probably a summon would be enough to take care of these. Ifrit, maybe? I'm thinking about Leviathan, but I don't want to spend too much MP. Because 50 is a lot of HP, you know, you gotta figure. I was pretty much spamming Leviathan when I went back through the Sylph Cave the second time to get back where I was, and then I ran out of magic, so I used an elixir to get it back, so if I'm missing one elixir, that would be why. Let's see what happens here. If nothing happens, we want to be ready to deploy more damage. I think this will probably do it, though. Yeah, I'm making a note here. Huge success. Holy crap, that's an understatement. Anyway, let's continue on. I need some water. Hang on a second. If you could hear me swallow, that's good. Well, if I'd been thinking about it, I would have just drunk the water during the random battle. Oh, you know what? That's the way forward. So let's see what's down here. These ropes are a little finicky. The moment you step on the ground where they're connected, it actually automatically goes on the rope. So I couldn't, like, if I wanted to skip this rope, I'd have to go around it like this. So just keep that in mind later in the dungeon. Like, if I were to step on this tile here, it's going to automatically... Oops. Yeah. You won't die or anything, but still... You know, with Cecil on Berserk, I don't think his damage is actually being affected by his rope. So I'm going to try something. This is going to take a while to get this set up, but... I want to try, Is that right? And then change like this. Yeah. See what happens with Cecil on the back row for a little bit here. Because he was doing 2,000 damage even from the back row, and if that's the case, I might as well have him in the back row. Of course, against an instant death monster, it's not going to matter too much, but... Yeah, it's about the same. I mean, wasn't he doing like 2,000 before? I don't know. Sometimes you can kill these guys before they get off this attack. Usually that's only if you get a first strike or if you're extremely over-leveled. Which usually I tend to be at this point, but... Once again, I think we're pretty much doing good now. As far as level goes, we're where we should be. Not really too far under or over. I mean, I'd kind of like Riddy to have her level 3 spells, but at the same time, it's not an absolute necessity. Let's bring this guy back to life here. Because we don't want... Oh, no. We can follow up now with a healing Tim. I should put her at the top, actually, so that way I can get to her better when I go to the menus. Everybody else okay? Yeah, pretty much. No, Rosa needs some. And one more, just for good measure. And finally... There. That should do nicely. Here we go. A trap?! That didn't sound right at all. See if you can get these attacks off soon enough, maybe. Okay, and you're gonna play Russian roulette, send the death off to some other random person. Let's see what happens. I might actually try equipping Edge with one of the flame claws and see what happens. It might actually be good. I noticed Cecil's damage is down by a tiny bit, but it must have something to do with the algorithm, because it seems like it's about 2/3 of what it was. So maybe I mean, I know the 150 bonus still applies, but maybe it's factoring that in before it's taking off for the back row damage, which would mean that the 150 is still... But when he's in the front row, though, that's the thing. When he's in the front row, it's only like... Huh. I don't know. It'd be hard to explain that, because sometimes if you do multiplication in the different order, the factors don't have as much of an effect because they're either later or earlier in the equation. It's one of those things, you know, like multipliers and all. I mean, I'm happy with what he's doing now, even from the back row. I think that's worth it. The difference is pretty much negligible, and if he's taking half damage, you know, he's only going to take one pretty much all the time, so that works out pretty good. Edge is taking the brunt of the beating from those things. I tell you, it's killing Edge every single time. So, come on back. You know what, we just won't even bother healing, because there's, what, a few steps from each door? I haven't been checking the rooms, because I just want to go take off all the doors first. There he goes again, targeting Kane. Go ahead and fight, why not? Those Medusa arrows actually turned a couple monsters to stone earlier when I was grinding, so some of those ones outside the dwarf's castle, I guess. But it'd be interesting if it worked on these guys. And I can imagine turning wood to stone is probably not something you would ever see happen, though. Except in Willow. It does happen in Willow. When he drops the acorn into the wooden bridge, everything kind of turns from... I don't know, to gray, to from brown to gray. You know, in the bathroom. Anyway, jeez. We don't want to. Yeah. Let me just get. I'm gonna just take care of these last two off screen because you've seen this fight. Oh, cool. I don't know if I'm gonna show that, but I just beat one of them without. Oh, jeez, I'm talking right now. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm gonna show that, but just now I actually managed to beat one of them before he had a chance to do his thing. So I'll probably show that. Actually, I don't know. Anyway, I need to get back over to the door. Well, I actually probably need to heal. So. Yeah, we're getting some pretty huge HP here now. It's like it says it's up to 2,400. We're just gaining a lot of levels here. I mean, it's like I had 2 people gain levels on each of those last 2 trapdoors. Light Sword is a new sword for Cecil, but to be honest, I think the Avenger is better at this point. Just because of the time it saves me personally from having to put in commands, and also the 150% bonus, and it's not like you're really fighting anything that's weak against the light element here. I can see where it might be useful later, but for now, I'm just not going to use it. Not gonna do it! So that's that. Let's head on to the next door. Oh, I missed. It's an empty room. And the next one? Save point. Hey, alright, well, not so much for all that healing, but hey, I guess you get to MP back either way. So, good night. You know what? This is a good place to end the video. See you guys tomorrow.